Picture this for a second. Washington, D.C. Not the version you know from the Division 2, but a city completely broken by a pandemic and then buried under the worst blizzard imaginable. Streets frozen solid, landmarks barely recognizable. Survival isn't a side activity anymore, it's the point. That's the vision Julian Gerighty just laid out. And if you've been paying attention, this might be one of the biggest shifts the Division franchise has ever hinted at. At the new game showcase, Gerighty didn't just talk about the future of the Division, he painted a picture. A DC transformed by extreme weather, where surviving and extracting valuable resources isn't optional, it's everything. And when you hear him talk about it, you can tell this isn't just nostalgia bait. This is a deliberate attempt to reimagine what survival means in the Division universe. He straight up said it. They can't rest on their 10-year-old laurels from survival in the Division 1. So instead of copying it, they're rebuilding the idea from the ground up. A massive snowstorm hits Washington, D.C., something we've never seen before in this city, and the entire map is transformed. Not tweaked, not adjusted. Transformed. Weather isn't just visual anymore either. It impacts how you play, how you move, how you survive. And if you're a Division 2 veteran who knows the map by heart, that comfort is about to be challenged. What makes this even more interesting is who's involved. Survivors is being developed with Magnus Jensen, the original creative director of the Division 1. This is someone who understands what made survival special, why it worked, and why players still talk about it today. Gerighty made it clear, this team is excited to go back to that kind of experience, but they're not trying to recreate the past. They're trying to surprise you. There's even a hint in the title itself that something is going to be done very differently compared to everyone else. And that difference seems to come from how they're approaching the player. The Division 2 has a huge base of dedicated players who are comfortable. They know the controls, the systems, the flow of the game. So instead of building something completely foreign, the plan is to take that comfort and subtly subvert it. Familiar locations won't feel familiar anymore. Weather will matter. The map will work against you. Veteran players aren't just being rewarded for experience, they're being challenged by it. And then there's the big one, the Division 3. Gerighty confirmed again that it is in production. This isn't a rumor, this isn't speculation, it's happening. He couldn't share much, but what he did say should get your attention.
Division 3 is in production, right? This is not a secret, it's been announced. It's shaping up to be a monster. I can't really say anything more than that, but this is within these walls in Massive. We are working extremely hard on something that I think will be as big an impact as Division 1 was.
Inside Massive, they're working on something they believe could have an impact as big as the Division 1. That's a massive statement. A team in Paris is actively building it, and everything points to this being a true next step, not just another sequel. On top of that, there's also the mobile side of the franchise. And this is where things get really interesting. The Division Resurgence is being positioned as a full execution of the original Division promise, but on mobile. New York, a pandemic, taking back the city, but rebuilt with mechanics designed specifically for phones. And graphically, Gerighty didn't shy away from it. He said it looks phenomenal, comparable to a PS5 experience. And if you've seen the footage, you know that's not just marketing talk. What really stands out, though, is how they're handling player interaction. The Dark Zone has always been this tense, unpredictable space where PvP could happen at any moment. In Resurgence, that feeling is expanded across the entire map. PvP is off by default, but you'll hear gunshots around the corner. You'll see other agents in the streets. You can approach, group up, and move together without immediately worrying about betrayal. That kind of social presence has never existed across a full Division map before, and definitely not on mobile. So here's the big question. Is this the evolution the Division needed? Does transforming DC with extreme weather and survival-focused gameplay bring back that magic from Division 1? Or does it push the franchise into something completely new? And with the Division 3 aiming to make an impact on the scale of the original, are we finally looking at a true reset for the series? Let me know what you think. Are you excited about survival being reimagined in DC? Do you think The Division 3 can live up to that legacy? And how do you feel about Resurgence pushing boundaries on mobile? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay up to date on everything happening with the Division franchise, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got a lot to talk about, and this is just the beginning.